We are students for Fall 2020 IMSC Capstone, working with American Equity at Iowa State University. My name is Saif, and my team members are Cora, Eddie, Omar A, and Omar E. American Equity is a life insurance company involved in utilizing fixed index annuities for retirement funds for retired or older adults. About 70% of their customers use physical mail. The problem American Equity faces is that large number of forms requires a rework, and these forms are considered as not in good order or NIGO. Our objectives for this project is to reduce NIGO rates by 25% and increase customer satisfaction. We created a process flowchart that describes American Equity process when receiving the NIGO forms to understand how the process works, what steps it consists of. After that, we decided to collect data at the work queue, would give us the best view of the actual NIGO rates. And last, our main focus is only on mail-in forms.
To understand the current state, we needed data. American Equity was able to provide us with two sets of data. One was the total volume from January through August 2020, and then also estimated NIGO rates. The estimated NIGO rates were determined through feedback from the processors and common knowledge of air types throughout the company, but there was no data to actually tell us what those rates were. So to begin our process, we started a data collection tool. We made a Microsoft Access program with a friendly user interface to collect NIGO rates. These helped us to understand the types of errors that were occurring, establish trends of errors across form types, and be able to calculate the costs associated with rework per NIGO. We were able to get 3 weeks of accurate data collection. These 3 weeks helped us to narrow the scope of the project because American Equity has such a wide variety of form types. The forms that we selected needed to have 3 criteria: high NIGO rate, a high volume, and a minimum of 20 recorded NIGOs in our data collection so that we'd be able to establish a trend of the air type. The 5 forms that we felt met this criteria were beneficiary change, new business application, LIBR, lump sum payout, and TLV.
So after determining which forms to focus on and what the most common errors were among those forms, we dived into a root cause analysis using fishbone diagrams for each of the 5 forms. This allowed us to put ourselves in the shoes of the clients and really understand why they would make these types of errors when filling out each specific form. This helped us identify problems and solutions in each of the forms that we were focusing on and really helped us out in the rest of the project.
We knew where the errors were happening and had an idea of why they might be occurring, but Angelica Jasper, a graduate student and specialist in human-computer interaction, sent us in the right direction in terms of designing forms for individuals over 65 years old. Here we realized that we need to reduce the cognitive load that is required by users when filling out a form in order to make the process less stressful, and you need to align with the mental models that users already have of forms like this in order to make the process more intuitive. We did this by adding white space and adhering to even spacing, bigger font sizes, and consistent fonts throughout the entirety of the forms. Along with this, we limited both bolding and underlining to ensure that users focus on key parts of the form. After applying these design principles, you can see the redesigned form on the left compared to the current form on the right.
So we also focused on website design and ease of use, especially when searching and finding a specific form. So we're looking at making a more prominent search option and integrating better capabilities within it. The goal here is for our users to easily find forms by searching the form name on the website and receiving results that directly relate to what they typed in the search field.
For the economic justification, we calculated the cost for the NIGO forms during data collection period. The costs were divided into the different communication methods. Since we did not have enough time to test our solutions, we went off of a case study. In this case study, there were 6 tasks asked of the participants to complete. Task number 6, which is the most similar in our case, showed an 81% reduction in the error rate, which you can see in the graph provided. It went down from 53 errors to 10 errors. This helped us calculate the total cost savings to be far exceeding the initial objective and leading us to an opportunity of saving about $170,000 a year. Although economic justification is established, we believe this will result in a better customer experience, which is what American Equity values most. Thank you.